Yo, if you're not subscribed on YouTube, I advise you to do it now. You already know the vibe. 6 episodes left, and we get the fuck out of here. Didn't check a cult. It's gonna be quick.
Hey, we running off the.
I don't plan on being here long.
We're running off the security deposit right now.
Yeah. I brought a book bag. I'm not waiting on the luggage. Trust me, I'm getting far the fuck away from here.
My Uber was called.
Yeah. Follow me on everything but here now. Yeah. They might get hacked for the information. But no, y'all was saying. Y'all was saying the phone's been ringing.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people out there have dusted off their court clothes. Everybody's an attorney now.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody has some keen and fine advice to offer.
We are fine. We are good.
Thank God all the people that broke down Meg Thee Stallion's contract came back to break ours down to let us know. Like, yo, why didn't you should get a lawyer. That's like one-on-one shit. I was like, nah, it was, the 4 of us just walked into Spotify.
Word. We said, okay, yeah, cool.
Great.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. But that's part of it. That was expected. I knew people were going to take that their own way and have their own interpretation of what happened, what's going on, what we're dealing with, and everything is okay. We're in a great position, actually.
Everything is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you replying to a few people out there like, what are people laughing at? What are people hating about? What are they?
It's just when
we starting here, y'all gonna lead me to ISO.
No. It's not that. I mean, we all said we didn't have no
pick up off the last break.
We don't know what we freestyling today. This is a freestyle. But it was just interesting to see certain people, the things they had to say, and certain reactions.
Saying by name.
Yeah, it was. You get to a point, man, where you just, because one thing I said about this pandemic was it gave us a lot of time. Like, for me personally, it gave me a lot of time to pay attention to shit I normally wouldn't pay attention to. I don't really care about a lot of shit that people would be saying. But you start really just looking around at certain things, and certain people will always show you exactly how they feel and what they think about you.
Yeah.
Always.
And themselves.
It was just interesting to see certain people, the things they had to say, and the things that they was doing, and you start to realize that everybody is fighting for something. It's like competition. Everybody, they'll say, "Oh yeah, good job, you're killing it," this, that, and the third. But secretly, niggas don't want you to win,
or they're not fighting at all. They're just on the sidelines.
Yeah, like people don't.
They're
really
in the cheap seats watching the game.
Yeah, but they don't. It's just fucked up because, for me, when I sit here, I don't have no ill intent, no ill feelings towards anybody. I don't sit here trying to shit on nobody. I know Joe kills me about that because he knows me. He knows how I feel about a lot of shit. But I'm careful to say, I don't want to say it publicly.
Right.
When these mics come off, you know how I give it up. Y'all know me.
Yeah.
But I'm careful with that because I understand that words have power, and people will hear things and they take it a certain way, and they think that you're this type of person, and I'm not. Like, I'm not that guy.
Right.
Like, even when the whole Gilly shit happened, Gilly called. And we got in. It was like the energy was negative at first, and I tried to match that. I'm not gonna say what was said, but I tried to match that negative energy. And then I had to stop. I'm like, but this ain't me. Like, I don't have no negative energy, no negative feelings towards anybody.
Right.
So I had to stop myself, and I'm like, I really want y'all to win. Like, we want them to win. Like, and I think that we might be alone in that. Like, that's what I feel like the last 48 hours. I feel like the shit that we want for niggas, and we want for this podcasting world and this platform to grow, I don't think niggas want that for us. I really don't. I think because people look at us.
Some people do.
Some people do. Yeah. But I feel like the majority of people feel like, okay, they recognize what we've done.
Right.
And they recognize what we're trying to do. And some people have followed behind that and tried to build their own thing, which we think is dope, because I feel like the more people that's doing it, it's like, okay, this is a thing that people are trying to do, so businesses, corporations will have to pay attention to it.
And some people are great at it.
Right, just like the culture of hip-hop, how it started. It started out as a party.
Right.
Now it's the biggest culture on the planet.
Right.
So if we are able to try to get something going and build something, and more people jump on it, that means this becomes a real thing now. Mm-hmm. So when we say, we happy for them, we mean that shit. We mean that, because we pay attention to ourselves. We're not really focusing on what other people are doing. People can't really do what we do because of the relationships, the energy, the chemistry that we have.
Right.
So yesterday, and just seeing shit that people were saying, I'm like, yo, niggas really don't want niggas to win out here, bro.
Yeah, you can't let the voice of a few...
no, it didn't affect me. It didn't affect me to a point where I was like sad or...
No doubt.
But you just start to really look at shit and be like, okay, so I'm really the minority or some of the minority when it's like, yo, when I say, yo, congrats, I'm happy for you. Like, yo, keep killing that shit. Keep doing. A lot of niggas will say it, but they don't mean that shit.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is that surprising for you?
It's only surprising to me, Joe, only because I know who I am. I'm a real, like, when I say I'm real, I'm real. I'm not always right, but I'm always real. Like, I don't ever say shit with the intent to shit on nobody or to disrespect anybody. I'm just honest. I'm real. And I get caught up in thinking that a lot of people are like that and that they move like that and they think like that because that's how I'm designed. So you start to feel like, well, damn, I'm real. I'm honest. Like, why can't you be real and honest? And everybody is not like that. So when certain things happen, you get a glimpse of that shit like, oh, shit, you a sucker.
I like
can't expect that
I like
of
where you're
others with
taking
you.
us. I like where you're taking us right now. Go ahead, Rory.
But yeah, I saw earlier this year with certain things that happened. There's always people that have been waiting on the sidelines to say shit about you, but they couldn't say it while you were succeeding, so they try to wait for some little time where it looks negative to take their time to take their shot.
Right.
Like, that's always going to happen. Because you look corny when you just hating on someone succeeding.
Right.
Let one little perceived negative thing happen, which is going to happen to every single person no matter what. That's when everyone comes out, finally say how they really feel.
But it's just funny. Like, I laughed at a lot of this shit, but then you really start to sit back and think like, damn, man, like, you really feel like you fighting a losing battle.
Chill, because we're going to get into all of what you saying.
Okay, let me shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I want to find out
I
about...
can't let the 10 people out of the 100 that have something negative to say ever
make
me feel like...
Our fan base couldn't have been more supportive, and I love them for that.
For the most part.
And other people in the music or entertainment industry were also very supportive. So, you know, there's going to be a couple people that got something to say. And that's cool.
Absolutely. It just reminds
Parks,
you.
you're liked. Maul, Joe, and myself are disliked.
Nah,
I don't know how anybody dislikes me. I really don't, but okay.
But
I don't think that's true. Anyway.
No, man. Shout out to the people that met us with so much support.
Yes,
they
because
said
it was a
we're
lot.
going.
Yeah,
we appreciate you guys. You're the reason why we feel so comfortable leaving.
Yeah,
because we know our fan base.
Yeah,
and we know the value of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was just interesting because we know why the business wasn't able to get met, because we feel like, Joe said something a few weeks ago, like, if the top guy accepts this, the market is now capped at that.
Yeah.
Because now when you negotiate and you're not as big as that, they're gonna be like, well, the top dog only got that. What you think you? So I thought that people would look at it like, damn, they did this, but this was a dope move, because now that allows everything else to grow and people to have the courage to be like, nah, I'm not taking that.
Right.
But then when you look at people like laughing and, oh, you niggas is, it's like, y'all missed it. That's not what this is. Like, this is for a bigger thing.
Right.
And it's for you.
Right.
That's the part to me that was like, I think people missed that play. Like, this is not just about us. This is about the playing field. This is about the rest of the people coming behind.
I also like
the least is about us.
The people just kind of neglecting the fact that maybe we have a plan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That part too. Like, exactly. It's
they act like we're just like, oh, no.
Yeah, and it's just like, man, I don't, but you start to, the moment people get that window of opportunity to be like, ha ha.
Right.
You niggas ain't shit.
Right.
Y'all fucked up. And it's like, nah, fam, that's not what this is. Like, we all right, trust me. So it was just an interesting 48 hours.
Yeah.
It was.
And I saw it even specific with Joe. I saw them bring up Complex, then Spotify, and saying, oh, everything over with y'all. Maybe y'all are the problem, not these companies. And I said, well, then you must be new here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You must be very new. No. Most people just don't have the balls to leave these huge corporate companies that are going to offer them a safety net and security and take their paycheck because it's more money than they've ever seen. So no, we have never been the problem.
Right.
These companies have shown that they're the problem, said they don't care that they're the problem. We're not changing anything. Fuck y'all.
Right.
So the greener people that are new here, just relax for a second.
Word.
And take a look around.
Agree.
Before it happens to you.
Right. More importantly.
Yeah.
Where are we getting this greener bag?
Sometimes you got to get in your greener bag.
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
When he get mad, he turn green.
Irish Hulk.
Don't say
I think
that
that's a drink.
He's Irish.
That
He
is
can say
Drake,
that.
right?
I think so. Isn't it like Hypnotic and
Jameson and
Hypno? Oh my god.
We used to just be doing whatever.
No, Hypno and Henny was a thing,
it was disgusting.
but not.
Terrible.
It was really bad.
it was blackout
Terrible.
juice for sure.
Terrible.
I'm still mad E and J left.
No, it's
Bring
still
him
here.
back. It's still out there.
I'll take you over there.
Cask and cream.
Still out
Cask
there.
and cream. Oh my god.
Little evil Jesus.
Talk about hangovers.
They got a little cask and cream for the god. I was
I
like,
was a-
fuck high school.
I was a Bailey's guy. I like Bailey's.
Cask and cream
Cask and cream.
was
Yeah, little Mad
Cheap
Dog.
Baileys.
Mad Dog 2020.
I like Bailey's.
No, cask and cream.
Little
had
Baileys
more
and a hot
kick in it
chocolate?
than Bailey's.
Huh?
blackout Baileys.
Blacking out on Bailey's is hilarious.
Disgusting.
Blacking out is hilarious.
shitting for
Funny
2
that they
days.
call it blacking out and it's a white boy thing.
They started it.
I'm here to
Do the science.
yo, listen, we have to
the science.
we have to reconceptualize a lot of things.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Let's start with Bailey's.
Listen,
Great white shark, killer whale. Think about it.
shout out to our first and last time listeners. Shout out to all of the new listeners that may be here at the moment
For the tea.
for the techie tea.
The tech tea, the contractual
But
tea.
this is like techie tea or like guy tea, right?
It was just interesting to see how many people were like, "Oh my god, this was the greatest episode ever." I'm like, I feel like we had some better ones, but okay, okay, I'll take it.
I have a really bad habit sometimes, well, a lot of times, of speaking to people as if they understand what I'm saying. And I went home and I listened to that podcast, as I do most of these podcasts, and it happened. It happened again when I was attempting to say that I come from music, I come from music, I come from music. I said it about 3 or 4 times. I realized that a lot of people that are unfamiliar with music and the music business, even though you may be listening to this podcast, which started as a music podcast, y'all may have no idea what that means. I said I've been robbed and I've been scammed, but that's not really all that it means. It's deeper than that. It means I've sacrificed differently. It means that I have gained and lost quickly. It means I've had some years where all the money I made for the year came in a month. Mm-hmm. And you just had to figure out how things were going to go.
Feast and famine is the name of this business.
What I mean by that is also, since my Botox, I maybe don't look 40.
No, you still do.
Even here?
Except for in the forehead.
Just right there.
My webs are there? That's what they call them.
The webs.
Marlon got no webs. You beautiful.
Yo, listen, we're not doing
No, I'm not gay.
No, no,
Let
just
me
get
not
it
do
to you.
that.
No,
I'm not.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
What I'm saying is, since my Botox, I probably don't look this old, but when I say I come from music, I'm talking about when you had to go inside of a store and purchase an album. I'm talking about when the budgets and how things were allocated were a tad bit different. There was no streaming. Mm-hmm. There was no streaming to account for. And that's important to note. Because whatever it was is just what it was. The labels were beefing with Napster. They were having this fight way back when because of how valuable a stream became. And then that just dominated music. For me, I think I've been pretty clear and consistent in some of my just thoughts, which is maybe I started this podcast 200 episodes or 300 episodes ago saying, well, what is a stream?
Right.
And what is it worth? Remember?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We at least had maybe 100 episodes
Yeah,
where it was
it's been a running
just
joke.
that. In music, when there were no streams and we didn't own the rights to the music, when this new medium was invented, they owned all the rights. Mm-hmm. I should have been able to take Pump It Up
And pump it up.
and pump it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But instead, that's not what happened. Instead, my first time experience as a 21-year-old was being put in video games without being compensated. Mm-hmm. Google the video game business. I don't have time to explain it to you.
It's lucrative.
It's lucrative.
And part of the music business now.
Yes, absolutely.
Significantly.
So I'm just built a little different. Also in music, unless you're the top 5%, you are playing the long game. And this is when music was deemed valuable.
Well, it
means, huh?
It is again, but yeah, carry on.
For who? We'll get to that later.
True.
Damn, man, what was I just saying?
Coming from the music business.
Oh, it means I'm prepared for the long game.
Yeah.
I'm not short-sighted in this. And don't get it confused. All the ways that we consume entertainment today is a stream. So I want to expound on a few things from a podcast ago. A lot of digital attorneys out there.
Always.
A lot of living room lawyers out there. And a lot of financial advisors.
Yeah. Monday morning quarterbacks.
I think I've been pretty clear that through this entire journey, it has never been about a dollar amount. And even if you miss some of that, this is Joe. Joe has never done anything for a dollar amount. It's that pride that I spoke to y'all about me having this watch and wearing this watch, because I'm proud of how hard I had to work to get the watch.
Value and dollars are different.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Damn, what was I saying?
Pride in the watch.
Yeah, what
It's
was I
never
saying?
about a dollar.
What was I saying before? Oh, it was never about a dollar. Never about a dollar. Never about a dollar. This was never about a dollar amount. Be clear. We took this deal that so many of you are speaking about for analytics.
Which we consciously talked about.
For data.
Prior to signing the deal.
We talked y'all through it. We are only here for information. You guys, how can we preach all of this black is king, our culture's number one, so forth and so on, if we don't know the true value of what we're so freely giving away? And the only way to know the true value of something, you guys, is to go inside the house. Go peel the curtain back. See how they set the living room up. Where's the couch? Where'd they put the coffee table? How's the draping in here?
Yeah. Gotta look at the fixtures.
We don't know because we're dealing with DSPs, techie people, consumer-facing, trick running. This is an advanced level of scamming. But it's not scamming if you understand what's going on. That was the mistake we made in music, or I made in music. It was entering a game without knowing that the game you're playing.
And on top of that, the people that are profiting from it are creating the value of what it is, if that makes any sense.
It does.
The people that are profiting off the DSPs are the ones creating the value of what you're paying for. You need to go inside and see what the fuck that means.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to go inside the house. We took the deal to get information. Shortly after, information stopped. And some of the people who were in place to help us proceed were removed. Throughout the 2 years of this term, I have been introduced to somebody different every 3 months. Do you know why? I ask questions. I'm inquisitive. I'm not here for money. Yes, you've seen Joe do this at every company because there's standard practices at every company. And you have to go inside the company to find out the inner workings of said company. I had to go in Def Jam to say, whoa, wait a minute. We ain't gonna keep doing that. I'm out of here. The fuck am I here for? This is not in my best interest. My first my first hit that I wrote, they put on a Fast and the Furious soundtrack. Sold 400,000 in a week. My debut came out a week later. You have to know where people's interests are. Mm-hmm. It's important. Yeah, I got out of there. back to the streaming stuff. I know a lot of y'all are confused, and I'm going to lose a lot of y'all now. But you're confused because it was never meant for us to know. You're confused because it's not designed for us to know. This goes back way before Joe was born. You letting your little smartphones trick you. You distracted if you're not seeing this clearly. Insert now. Streaming. Podcasting. No. You cannot redline this. You cannot redline us white out. I'm coming back. That's a bar. I'm coming back. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of uninformed people talking, and I'm not mad at none of them. I'm not angry, I'm not upset. You don't know, you're not supposed to know. Like Maul said, fortunately enough, this is a selfless fight that we fighting, so it's gonna help everybody. It's gonna affect everybody. Let's address some of this stuff. I see a whole lot of, well, he want this because Rogan got that. Well, he want this because Bill Simmons got that.
No.
And if you think that way, then what is your understanding of America? Do me a favor. Joe don't base his value by white people. White people don't determine my worth. What America do you think we in? You are poorly mistaken if you think the battles that Joe Rogan fights and the battles that I fight are the same fight. Similar fights. No. This is going to be a master class in oppression and how some of my people, voices that I deem to be pretty powerful in our community, argue for it. Just tell me you don't know, you don't understand, ask me some questions. It's unfathomable, pardon me, that a stream to us can be worth what it is. But who's dictating value? Are you letting them dictate value, or are you dictating value? When I put it on them, you know what they told me? They said, hey, you've plateaued. It's not growing. No, that's not true. I've realized what's happening here. And while y'all are walking around like y'all have the biggest dick in town, y'all are 10% of this market. It's me doing you the favor. We've been conditioned to think a different way. The labels used to make us think we needed them. We don't. It took us years to figure that out. No, Spotify, no, any of these other companies, you cannot come and talk to me like you have the biggest dick in the room. I'm sorry. Because some of the stuff I think, like Master P and Hov said in front of this, is unfathomable. It's great to not know. Sometimes it's great to be ignorant. Mm-hmm. If a 3-minute song, I said this a million times here, if a 3-minute song is worth A, then what the fuck is a 3-hour podcast worth? Mm-hmm. Take me to the office.
Yeah.
Show me. I don't have to say show me. You know why? They did. It's a $1 billion industry. These exclusive deals that some of y'all out here taking, they weren't available. And they are now because the capital is there. That's awesome. There's a lot of people out there saying, well, Jesus, man, these guys got to hire an attorney. They got to get a lawyer. If you are saying that, then you don't understand. You don't understand. There were some things etched in stone, contractually. The answers to the question changed when we got the answers, is what I'm saying. If there are benchmarks in your contract, I'm talking to y'all out there that don't know your value. If there are benchmarks in your contract and you hit it, who the fuck are we to let the DSPs now start changing what the stats are? You telling me about Rogan, and this is Rogan's beef with YouTube. Hey, I'm not getting true stats. I have to go somewhere. You telling me about Rogan as if he's not me. What do you think happens if Joe Rogan goes in there making $100 million a year and finds out he's making them $900 billion a year? Do you think he's going away quietly?
No. And I think he got a lawyer.
Think so.
Some of the things, when I said that I helped design this contract, what I was attempting to say was I was navigating people through how this can work. It's the reason today that Spotify is allowing Rogan to leave his properties on all of these other places and accumulate audience so you could bring them back so we could pillage them.
Right.
They know when you take a shit, and then they advertise 90 different toilet tissues to you. They know your favorite song. They're gonna sit after that song goes off, 900 songs similar is gonna come up. On Instagram, we be joking around, hey, a girl I like, when I click on her shit, 90 other girls pop up just like her. Know what it does? It keeps me on the fucking property.
And that's the value of podcasting. What other platform keeps a person on their site for 70 plus minutes sitting there listening?
Right.
What other genre could do that besides podcasting?
Because people don't understand mass media, and boy did I get a kick out of this. I got to be honest with you guys. And I'll walk you through it. But boy, did I get a kick out of the spin cycle from media.
What you mean?
I mean, Joe comes out, says whatever he says. It affects whoever it affects, the company, whoever's in the boardroom, the 14 people that act as the Senate that are never going to accept any of your proposals.
Of course, yeah.
They hear that, they jump ahead of it. They jump right ahead of it, start sending memos out. This guy's crazy, this guy's nuts. We offered him, oh, Jesus, Mary. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.